These designer dresses must get from Milan to New York City in time for the New York Fashion Festival in 20 days. 10,000 laptop computers must be in department stores in all major cities in South Africa in time for a product launch. A flu pandemic has broken out in Karachi, Pakistan. These life-saving drugs need to be sent there without delay. And the wine harvest in Argentina is going to be huge this year. A new wine bottling machine needs to be ordered from Spain to arrive in Argentina in time for harvest. I'm going to show you what's involved with moving goods around the globe on time, undamaged, and sometimes against the odds. We'll have to decide on the best type of transport required, using anything from boats, trains, planes or trucks, and whatever it takes to get the job done. Along the way, we'll have to negotiate crossing international borders and deal with customs and quarantine issues, and book the correct shipping and airline schedules so the goods arrive on time and in perfect condition. In this game, what can go wrong probably will go wrong. So let's get started. Zhang is your client in China. He is calling you with an order.
Hi, I need to send 10,000 laptop computers from Shanghai to South Africa for a product launch in 8 weeks. And actually they need to be delivered on time and undamaged.
The first step is to find the best route to Cape Town. Of course, air transport is faster than sea, but usually costs more. You have enough time, so decide to send the laptops by sea from Shanghai to South Africa. In Shanghai, you decide to bring the container to the factory and pack it on site to minimize the risk of damage to the laptops. Customs documents are prepared while the computers are packed, then transported to Shanghai port. We'll get the 10,000 laptops into Cape Town's port in time to be cleared by customs, unloaded and distributed to the various stores just in time for the product launch. Your client Carla works for Scartini, a famous designer in Italy.
Ciao, bello. Allora, our designs will be ready on Monday. They are one-of-a-kind exclusive design, and it's very important that no one sees them before the fashion show in New York on Friday. They must arrive on time, or Claudio will go insane again.
Air freight space to New York is very tight, but we can get space to New Jersey, clear customs, and deliver into New York by Tuesday. Good timing. But what about security? You decide to pack the dresses in tamper-proof covers inside a sealed air freight container. This provides the required security and minimises handling at both ends. Renowned winemaker Angelina Torino is your client in Argentina and needs more equipment for the harvest.
The grapes will be ready in a few months. The wine press is coming from Barcelona, the bottling machine is coming from Madrid, and the electronics from Singapore. I need you to have all 3 pieces of equipment delivered to Mendoza so we're ready to produce at harvest time.
This project requires careful coordination. If just one piece arrives late, the equipment can't be used. The wine press and bottling machine are big pieces of equipment which need to be dismantled and packed for shipment. Sea freight is the answer for this size shipment. It's most efficient if you ship everything in the one container. So you arrange for the bottling machine to come by rail from Madrid. It's packed with the wine press at the port of Barcelona. The electronics will be sent from Singapore to Argentina. Another client, Dr. Blake, is a world leader in healthcare. You've worked with him before and he knows he can depend on you when disaster strikes.
We have a flu epidemic. It's nothing like I've ever seen before. It's spreading like wildfire. We need the vaccine in Pakistan now.
Vaccines need temperature-controlled transportation and have a limited lifespan. If there's a break in the cool chain, the vaccines become useless. You need to arrange a temperature-controlled air freight container and book space on the most direct and fail-safe air freight from Melbourne to Karachi, in this case, via Dubai. You contact your office in Karachi, speak to the manager, and ask him to ensure the vaccine moves swiftly from Karachi Airport to the medical teams. We've just received a typhoon warning for the East China Sea. All ports will be closed from tomorrow until further notice. You have to let the client know.
We can't afford any delays. Our competitor is launching their brand soon. I need at least 1,000 laptops in South Africa by the original delivery date, so we can launch before our competitor.
You check other routes and ports, but they're all affected by the storm. The only option is to pull 1,000 laptops from the containers today and arrange for immediate air freight to Johannesburg.
The electronics in Singapore have been delayed. They won't arrive before the sea freight arrives in Buenos Aires. This is a major disaster because our master winemaker Luigi Paresi has arrived and is waiting to get started.
No problem. We'll switch the electronic shipment from normal air freight to express and deliver directly into Mendoza.
It's a disaster. Our designer Claudio has been working night and day, but still hasn't finished the designs, and they won't be ready for another 2 days. But they must arrive in time for the show.
That's not a disaster. It's called normal in our business. The 48-hour delay pushes back your delivery deadline. You now have to pull some strings to get space direct to New York's JFK Airport to arrive very early the morning of the show.
We have a big problem. The flu pandemic is disrupting flights into and out of Pakistan. Flights are being diverted to other countries and freight has to go by road.
In an emergency or disaster zone, transport schedules are often disrupted. But when you have a shipment of life-saving vaccines, you need to contact the authorities to make sure your air shipment is not diverted. You receive this assurance, but to make sure it all happens, you have your local representative meet the shipment as it arrives in Karachi and have it escorted directly to the medical teams. Time to check on Carla's designs. The flight into JFK Airport in New York is delayed. You are literally out of time. You have no choice but to have the designs flown by helicopter to New York City, close to the fashion show venue. From here, they go by express courier to arrive just in time for the show. The air shipment of laptops arrives in Johannesburg, clears customs, and travels by road to arrive at the stores well in advance of the product launch date. The other 9,000 units will arrive by sea into Cape Town and will be distributed promptly. Job done. In Argentina, the electronics arrive from Singapore by express air freight, just in time for the technicians to install as they reassemble the machinery at the winery. Congratulations, job done. All that's left now is for you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the compliments.
The laptops arrived right on time. We beat our competitor into the market by over a week. Great work.
Master Luigi says this is the best vintage ever. I'll send you a bottle. Gracias.
You'll be pleased to know that the vaccine is making a huge difference. We're saving lives now, not losing them.
The show was bellissimo, darling. You know, we'll soon have a very big order of garments for you to ship all over the world. Grazie, eh? And big kisses, eh? Ciao.
So, if you're looking for an exciting future, managing international supply chains, moving goods around the world, and becoming part of the global business community, then international freight forwarding is the career for you.